going to be sculpting more food for Mario Kart World, specifically the donuts, because I think they are super cute, and I'm going to be sculpting them with this air dry clay. Let's get into it.
So the last time I made Mario Kart World food out of clay, I did the ice cream, because the ice cream are my favorites. And I think they came out amazing, so I'm going to do that again, except not with the ice cream. So today I'm going with my second favorite Mario Kart World food, which are the donuts. Specifically the stack of donuts. That looks really good. It looks like a very much sugar high, but I mean, you can eat them like day by day. Right, anyway, so this donut, the first one, was kind of hard to sculpt because it's supposed to look like a tire. So I had to make it look like a donut while simultaneously making it look like a tire, which was a bit difficult. Anyway, now I'm adding the packaging, I guess it's not packaging, the paper, I guess, that's holding it together, I guess, so your hands don't get dirty. This donut looks delectable. I would eat it. It has whipped cream on it, which I don't think I've ever seen a donut that had whipped cream on it, but I like whipped cream. I would try it. And then it also has little colorful candies in it. Not entirely sure what those candies are supposed to be. Maybe they're M&Ms, maybe they're Skittles, maybe they're gumballs. I kind of hope they are not gumballs. That would be very weird. Probably like Skittles or M&Ms. Or just random colorful candies. Yeah, so the packaging on this one, the little papery bit, says Yoshi's on it, which I think is really cute. If I ever vacationed to Mario Kart World universe in real life, I would probably take home that packaging because I have a lot of random stuff and I think I could use that in like an art project. Right, now I'm moving on to the second donuts, which they have 2 donuts in them, and they also have a little a box, like a half box. I feel like I'm doing a horrible job of describing this, but it's like a half box. Like it doesn't have a top. It's like a tray. A tray. That's what it is. It's a tray. It's definitely a tray. Anyway, this one also has the kind of hard to make tire donut, which was like hard to make and kind of annoying to make. And I can see why they did do it in the shape of a tire. Like I think that's really cool that the donut is kind of in the shape of a tire, but it's also really annoying to sculpt. And then the other donut looks amazing. Like that one's just like a donut, and it has pink icing, which don't know what flavor that could be. I mean, it could be watermelon. A lot of the artificial flavorings and food colorings are pink. It could be watermelon, cherry, strawberry, what other red fruits are there? Raspberry. Ooh, imagine if it was raspberry. Honestly, I would eat it if it had any of those flavors. And then it also has little bits of almonds, I think. Or maybe they're peanuts. I interpret them as almonds because I think almonds are more... I don't know. Almonds, I just like almonds more. And it also has a little white drizzle, which I'll add on with some slick paint later, which is the same stuff that I used for that painting on my plushies video and the squishy makeover video, because when used on not fabric, it puffs up, and I like that. It gives it a more 3D effect. Oh yeah, and the little the raspberry donut, I hope it's raspberry flavored, also has a pretzel, which is kind of shaped like a steering wheel, which was also really hard to make. I'd never made a pretzel before. I know, shocker, I haven't made something pretzel themed out of clay. Shocking. So that was kind of hard to make. And now I move on to the stack of donuts. Okay, so these donuts actually look really good. So the bottom one, the one we haven't seen before, I mean, most of them we haven't seen before, is chocolate, as a chocolate donut with green icing. Maybe it's like lime or like key lime flavored, with the little almonds on it. And then the one above it has blue icing with some stars on it. So probably like blueberry or blue raspberry flavored. And then the one above that has pink as the donut color and yellow frosting, which may be like strawberry lemon flavored. That sounds like a good combo. And then the one above that's the one I've made 3 times already, which is the tire donut. Actually, that one doesn't have whipped cream. That one has white icing and the mystery colorful candies. And then it all tops it off with a flag, which I think is interesting. Yes, I'm not happy with how these came out in the end. I don't think it looked good because you have to squish, so you have to, for air dry clay, any clay I assume, you have to score the surface. That's where you make indents with one of the sharp tools and press the clay down. And obviously pressing the clay down makes it flatter. So it made it flatter, and then that left less room for dimension. And I feel like if I'd made the donuts thicker, we could have avoided this. Because in the end, it just looked really, really sloppy. And I feel I definitely could have done better than this. I think I have to redo this one at some point. Because the finished product is not good at all. I'm not at all happy with the finished product of this one. This one's getting redone. I should probably make a video where I redo the all projects I'm not happy with. I have a couple of them that I'm not super happy with. So, that's a pretty good video idea. Maybe I'll film that one at some point in time in the future. So that could be an interesting video idea. And sculpting a confusing tire donut again, because it's not confusing, but the annoying to sculpt tire donut. Like, the tire donut looks really cool, but it's so annoying to sculpt. Because you have to make it's just annoying to sculpt. I don't like sculpting. I don't like the fact that I had to sculpt it 3 times, and we'll probably have to sculpt it 4 times to make the stack of donuts again, so that it'll look better at some point in the future. And now I'm making the little flag that's poking, the little checkered finish line flag that's poking out of the top. Why does it have a finish line flag poking out of the top? I don't know. I feel like that belongs in a sandwich or like a burger, not in a stack of donuts. But I guess it would look pretty boring if they hadn't have added that. Okay, and now is on to the painting process. So I'm going to start off first with the little paper wrapper that it's in. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to squeeze out the color for that one, and then I'm going to go with the donut first. And the donut is this nice chocolatey brown chocolate donut, which looks really good. It is just a plain chocolate donut, other than the fact that it looks like a tire and has whipped cream on top. So it's pretty plain compared to some of the others, but I would definitely still eat it. And I feel like this is a pretty good color for the Yoshis, for the little papery bit that says Yoshis. I feel like that's a pretty good color for that. And I'm just going to go in with more touch-ups and touch-ups and touch-ups, because this is a clay miniature, so it's pretty small. I guess I could have made the size of a real-life donut. That would have used up a lot of clay, and I don't know where I would have put that. Good thing I didn't do that. Right now I'm painting the whipped cream and the back of the paper with this slightly off-white color. And ignore the little video that's playing in the corner down there. I like watching videos while I paint. Usually you don't see it because usually I don't have a reference. I was watching one of my YouTubers play, one of the YouTubers I watch play Undertale, which is a great game, by the way, but you probably already know that. Wait, when did that video even come out? Hang on. I can't remember, because I filmed an Undertale video yesterday. Where is that note that I put? Actually, no, that comes out later this week. That one isn't out yet. Never mind, pretend I never said anything. That one doesn't come out yet. That comes out next week. Later this week? I don't know what day this is coming out on. This is either coming out on Monday or Friday, so it'll either be coming out Monday or Friday. Pretend I never said anything. Right, anyway, back to the donuts. So now I'm sculpting this double donut. Double donut, that's fun to say. which looks delectable. I'm really happy with this one. This one's definitely my favorite out of the ones that I did with the clay. And now I'm going to add the little, now I'm mixing a good color for the little frosting, delectable raspberry lookingness. Maybe it's strawberry. I hope it's raspberry though. That's raspberry icing on a donut. That sounds delectable. And now I'm just going in with some little touch-ups for the entire donut. And now back to the other donut. So now I'm adding in the little candies, the little mini colorful candies. And now I'm also squeezing out the colors that I need for those other candies, and also for the little, the loopy, the things. I don't know, they kind of look like awnings, I guess. The little like colorful awning looking things that are below the donut. And I actually hated that first attempt, so I'm going to just pretty much erase that with the other color. And now I'm adding some more of those colorful candies, adding some more touch-ups. And now I'm going in with the things. What did I just call them? I don't, yeah, I can't remember anything, even the thing I said 5 seconds ago. The awnings, that's what it was. I think this donut came out pretty cool. And now is the point where I am attempting to add the Mario coat that it has on the side, which did not look good at all. So eventually I just decided, no, this is fine without the Mario coat on it. It can just have the Yoshis that's on the bottom. So eventually I did add that, but not after trying again to make the Mario Kart thing work. It did not work. I don't know why I kept trying that. And now I'm adding on the Yoshis, which you cannot see. I should probably start filming these at a different angle because you can't see very much when I'm doing it like this. Maybe I'll film it at a different angle soon. That could be interesting. I'd have to move my chair though. I'll probably do it anyway. Okay, and now I'm going in with the little awnings for the double donut as well. I feel like is awnings the right word for those things? Probably not. It's close enough though. And just lots of those awnings all the way around. Well, except not too far into the back because no one's going to see the back, and also it's being mostly covered by a donut. That raspberry donut, it's probably not even raspberry flavored. Who knows what flavor it is? But in my head, it's now raspberry flavored. I want that. It's raspberry flavored and has almonds and a pretzel on top. Okay, I would like that. That sounds delectable. And now I'm going in and painting those almonds. And I'm also adding some white so they look like almonds because almonds have a brown outer shell. It's not a shell. Outer bits and a lighter inner bits. And now I'm going in with more of those colorful candies and am adding the pretzel. That looks like a steering wheel, which was so hard to make, by the way. Like that, I wasn't happy with that pretzel color, so I decided to lighten it up and then decided to darken it because I thought that was too light. So basically I just fiddled around with that pretzel for quite a while, actually, because I like to fiddle around with things for no reason. And now I'm going to use my slick paint, which puffs up when it's not put on fabric, to make the donut drizzle, the white drizzle for the other donut, which I think came out amazing. And now it's time for the stack of donuts, aka time for disaster to strike. Yay! I mean, disaster had already stricken when I decided to make these donuts not as 3D, but yeah, this just looks, in the end, it just came out looking very, very sloppy, and just, and I don't really have much to say about this stack of donuts in the painting process, other than I don't like it, and it looks sloppy, so enjoy the rest of the video, because VoiceOver Zoe is out.
cute. I feel like the background of the little thing it's in, the wrapper, could have been whiter, but overall I think this one looks really cool. Then we have the double donut, which I think looks cool. I like the use of slick paint to make the drizzle look more 3D. I think this one came out really cool. I like it. I feel like I could have done better with the pretzel, but it was also my first time making a pretzel, so. And then we have the triple stack of donuts. I don't like this one. It just looks messy and sloppy. I like it in the game. It's my favorite out of the donuts in game, but in real life, this one's my least favorite. I mean, it's what it is. I tried. Anyway, I still have a couple more Mario Kart World foods to make. Not sure when I'll do that. I'll get around to it eventually. Anyway, I'll see you next week for more cute art stuff. Bye!